Hello everyone and welcome to DVxUI. Today on this channel we are going to create this amazing modern looking hero section of our website. So let's get started. Well, before starting, let's understand what we have on the screen. On the very right top you see pages, and I have created 3 pages over here. The first one is design, the second one is YouTube, and the third one is learn. And below here I have resources. Well, if I double click on this grid icon, I will go to this frame, which is resources. So these are the resources that I'm going to use in my hero section, and I'm also going to provide them in the description. So consider downloading it, and in the description you're going to find a Telegram group link. Well, consider joining that group because I keep notifying about my designs, about my videos and everything else on this Telegram group. Well, let's understand more of this screen. And now if I randomly draw a shape over here, let's say a rectangle, then you see on the right panel these options have appeared. If I change the height, let's say 1500, the height of this rectangle will be changed. So this is the exact working of this right panel. It is used to control the appearance of whatever element I have selected on my canvas. For now, it is rectangle. Now I want you to focus on this black box over here. When I press a key, it says it aloud. Well, this is the only function of this black box, to say the key aloud. This is beneficial because I'm going to use multiple shortcuts in my video, and you will be able to see that what shortcuts I'm using. Well, I think this is enough for the intro. Let's start designing. So very firstly we need to remove this rectangle. We don't need it. So hit delete. And now we need a frame. To get a frame you can do two things. The first way is you can press F and drop a frame over here just like this. Or what you can do is you can go to this grid like icon, and here you can click on it, and as soon as you click, the options will appear over here. As you can see, we have these frames over here. Among them I'm going to use desktop. So we have desktop over here. Let's zoom it. So double click on this grid icon over here, and this will zoom to fit. Now the very first thing that I need to do is to change the color of my background. It is light grayish, so let's change it. So go to this fill, and from here select this second color. So now the background color has been changed. And now we will start working on the nav bar first. So for the nav bar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a frame, randomly drop it here, and now I'm going to change its dimension. The width of this nav bar is going to be 676 and the height is going to be 60. The color is going to be black. Well, I must say it is a shade of black, which is 1B, 1B, 1B. And I also want to tell you one thing. If you delete all this and just write 1B once over here and press enter, the Figma automatically understands that you need 1B, 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 which is the hex color of this particular black color. I also need some corner radius. So let's give it a full corner radius. So I just hold shift and press the up key to increase the value. And now randomly place it over here. Now select your nav bar, and by using this alignment tool, I'm going to align it at the center. So use this alignment tool which says align horizontal centers and place it at the center. Now let's zoom it and start working on this nav bar. So the very first thing that we need here is the name of our website. So the name is going to be charged up dot. So just take a text and write charged up. The size, which you can control from here, it is currently 12, but we want it 24. Of weight, medium. Let's align it at the center vertically and place it over here. The color is also going to be changed. It is going to be the primary color. Now the next thing that we need here is the nav links. So for the nav links, I'm going to take a text and write home and two more text over here, which are trends and about. Let's select all these text because these are way too large. We need to decrease the size. So from 24, let's say we make it 16. So 16 looks good. And let's also provide auto layout to them. Now, what is the benefit of auto layout? Well, suppose, let's go back. I have these text which are not inside the auto layout, and if I unalign them and select them all and then provide auto layout by right clicking and going to this option which says add auto layout, this will be aligned. Now currently this has been aligned as a wrap, but we want to align it horizontally. So we will change the direction from here and this will be horizontally aligned. Change the width to hug contents. So it will take the complete width of these content and now place it at the vertically center. I think the font weight is quite too large. So let's select these text and provide them a regular font weight. So this looks good. Take them here. And now I need a button over here. So for the button, I'm going to take a text. Yes, exactly. I'm going to take a text. I'm not taking a rectangle over here. I'm using a text. It is because of one reason that I'm going to show you right now. So here I'm going to write sign up for my button text. The size of this text is going to be 18. And here I'm going to provide it auto layout. The color is going to be primary color. And now let me tell you why I used a text instead of using a rectangle or text. Well, if I select this text and increase the font size for let's say 32, the button size also increases. So this is the benefit of using text along with the auto layout. Well, now let's go back to the original button and let's style it to make it look good. Now I'm going to add some padding to this button. So for the padding, we will go here, and for the horizontal padding, I'm going to provide it 24, and for the vertical padding, I'm going to provide it 12. Let's place it at the vertical center, in the slightly to the right, and let's provide corner radius to this button. The corner radius is going to be full, let's say 40. And now let's adjust the alignment of these elements. So a bit right. This is good. This is also good. And now let's take a whole view of this nav bar. So yes, this looks good. But one thing is remaining is if we are on the home page, the home should be highlighted. Not all these text. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this home and provide it a primary color. Now it looks like a perfect nav bar. Now since our nav bar is ready, let's work on the next part of this hero section. So for that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this resources. So remember, double click to go to the frame and then select this picture from here. Just copy it and paste it on this desktop frame. Align it like this. And now let's work on the hero text over here. So for the hero text, what I need is a text. So for the first line, I'm going to write be with the latest trend. I know this is not visible, so I will increase the font size to, let's say, 46. Yes, this is okay. And the font weight is going to be regular. Let's place it here. Okay. Just copy paste this text and write be charged up. This is going to be medium of font size 95. Fix the alignment. And this is good. Now select both these text and change the color to 1B since we are using 1B for our black color. Now we also need a text over here so that it fills this empty space, and also it will make it easier for the user to read this bigger text. So we are going to write #1 in the USA. Select this text. The font size is going to be 17. Well, 17 is quite small, so let's go with 20. And the color is going to be primary color. Place it over here. Select all your text. And by using this alignment tool which says align left, I'm going to align them perfectly. So all the text has been aligned. And now if you see, this piece of text looks kind of boring. If my user lands on the screen, he or she might not read this text because it is boring. So to make it more interesting, one change that we can do is we can change the color of this charged text. So let's give it a primary color. And now if you see, the whole personality of this hero text has changed. So this is the benefit of changing the color. Now we need a description text over here. So for the description text, what we are going to do is we are going to open a new tab. And here I'm going to write lorem ipsum. Select this much of text. And here take a text and paste it. Select this text. The font size is going to be 19 of regular font weight. Decrease the width and place it over here. Something like this. The color is going to be 1B of opacity 70. Now we need two CTAs over here. Well, CTA stands for call to action. These are the two primary buttons on the hero section that drive an action. So for that, I'm going to take a text because, as you know, to create buttons, we use text along with auto layout. So here I'm going to write buy now. Well, let's first zoom it. And the size of this buy now is going to be 19 and the font weight is going to be medium. Let's provide it auto layout with the padding of 25 in the horizontal, and for the vertical padding it is going to be 12. Fill it with the primary color. And now our button is ready. Place it over here. Copy paste it because we need a second button as well. And this will have the text which says explore. But they both look identical. We need to separate their appearances. So for that, what we can do is select this second button, which is our secondary priority, because on this screen we have two buttons which are buy now and explore. We want the user to go on the buy now first, and then if he or she wants, they can also explore it. So select this button, remove this fill and provide a stroke. of primary color. Give it a weight of 2 so that it will be prominently visible. And now let's zoom out and let's see. Well, yeah, this looks good. But now if you see, we have prominently 3 void spaces on our hero section. The first one is over here, the second one is over here, and the third one is over here. We want to fill them. So how can we do that? Now this is the second part of this video, which is the decoration. How we are going to decorate this website to make it look even better. So for that, what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to copy this image and place it out of this frame. Let's take it here. And now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to grab this pen tool and I'm going to trace the hat of this person. The pen tool might feel overwhelming for the beginners, but once you get a good grip, it becomes easier and it opens a new horizon of designing to you. So let's finally trace it. The only guideline that I'm following here is just to be inside this hat, not to go too far out of this. So now since I have traced this hat, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this bend tool over here and I'm going to provide it some bending so that it does not look like a polygon, but it looks like a regular hat. So let's bend these lines a bit. Again, follow the hat. So yes, this is done. This might not be visible to you, so let's change the color to red. So now the outline is quite visible. Now select this vector which we have created just now, which is over here, and provide it a fill color. Now since you have provided a fill color, we don't need the stroke. So let's remove this red stroke. And now select this vector and place it behind this image by using the send to back option. Now since it is behind this picture, select the vector and then the picture, and then right click over here and go to this option which says use as mask. And now as you can see, we have separated the hat over here. Isn't it amazing? Well, this is how we utilize this tool. Now since we have got our hat, let's place it on the empty spaces to make it look better. So let's place it over here, zoom it, and now let's change the size. Let's provide it some angle, something like this. And here I'm going to select the effects, and from the drop shadow I'm going to switch to layer blur. A layer blur of 5 will be perfect. Let's copy this hat, place it over here, something like this. Change the angle, and I guess size was also needed to be changed. And let's provide it a layer blur of, let's say, 2. 2 is quite heavy, so let's go with 3. So yeah, 3 looks better. And this is how we have eliminated 2 empty spaces which were here and here. So let me align it a bit. Okay, this is perfect. Now we are going to eliminate this void space. Well, we cannot just copy this hat and place it over here as well, because it will look too repetitive and we don't want that repetition to appear over here. What we can do is we can take a circle. So just hit O on your keyboard, place a circle over here, increase the size. This might not be visible. So let's change the color to a dark value and select this dot over here and push it up. So the circle will open its mouth, and then select this dot and push it back. And now we have created a hollow circle. Now let's close it. And now let's adjust the size. So the dimensions, well, let's close it first. So the dimensions of this circle is going to be, well, as you can see, we have this clip icon over here. If I press it and change this value, let's say 500, then the width will also change. And if I unclip it and change this value, let's say 600, the other value will not change. So this is the benefit of this clip value. So let's go back to 500 first and then clip it. Now the dimension is going to be, for this circle, is 483. So let's take 483. The arc radius is going to be 72. 72, well, not 14. Remove this. So this is perfect. And we need one more circle inside the circle. So for that, press O and take one more circle. Clip it, and the dimension is going to be 253 by 253. Provide it a color, which is our primary color, with the opacity of 10%. Place it inside it. Select both these circles and place it just like this. So now, as you can see, this empty space has also been eliminated. Now one more decoration part is there, which what we can do is, we can take this concentric circle, well, I should not call this concentric circle, it is a hollow circle. Just copy paste it and increase the size to, let's say, 736, and place it over here just like this. Send it to back and align it with your picture. Well, I think we can place this nav bar a bit up. So yeah, this is good. And now if you see, we are done with the hero section. But one extra thing that I wanted to teach you is, there is a new trend in the web designing, and it is that you place your products along with the advertisement picture. So for example, we have this picture over here, and if we assume that this website is for e-commerce, then what we can do is, we can provide something to say that this hat is for sale, this mask is for sale, and this jacket is for sale. So how we can achieve that? Well, this is achieved by using a text and place it here and write modern gray hat. The size is going to be 20 of medium. Place it over here just like this. Let's zoom it. Copy paste this. And here I'm going to write the price of this hat. So this is a new trend that I've observed in the web designing. So I also wanted to introduce this to you as well. So here I have written the price, and the color of this price is going to be white with the opacity of, let's say, 60. Well, 60 is quite less. Let's take 70. Yeah, 70 looks good. Let's copy these two pieces of text, place it here for the mask, and write here Ninja mask. Well, the mask need not to be this costly. Let's say $12. Well, I know this is still quite expensive, but that's okay. Copy it again, place it over here, and write orange strip jacket. Since this jacket has this orange strip, well, I'm quite creative with the names, as you might have guessed. And let's change the price to $122.99. So this is okay. And now, as you can see, the overall feel of this website has also increased. Well, this is what we wanted. Now randomly click on your canvas and click on this option which says Show Hide UI, and this will hide the Figma UI. Let's go to full screen, place it at the center, and let's take a good view of this hero section that we have created just now. Well, we have achieved the aim of this video. I hope you liked this video, and if you have created this design along with me, consider joining the Telegram group and sending your piece of design to me directly. I will be more than happy to see it, and we will meet in the next one.